Okay, so good morning, Karen. Welcome. So it looks like we have a full class. So let's just start with some nice easy swing, something just easy just to get the body moving, and then we'll go through our usual warm up. Okay, ready? So let's do a little bit shoulder width and just relax. Make sure the knees are in line with the feet, body upright, chin in, and we'll just get start this way. Okay, no need to make it really a big swing here. We're just getting easy. You can just tap yourself. Try to get a sense of that your center is making the movement. Knees are slightly bent. You can let your head follow through. Now, when you let your head follow through as you turn, make sure you pull the chin in, because some people have a habit of when they turn their head, they stick their chin out like this. So let's keep our chin in. And get nice. And tap yourself here. Breathe. You can get a little bit more range by lifting up one foot. Okay. And waiting on the other foot. This way you can open up the hip joint. Excellent. All right. Let's go ahead with our 8 pieces of brocade then. So remember, point to breathe deeply without straining. Okay, so we're not going to try to breathe 100% maximum. So ready, palms here. So let's go inhale up. And exhale down. When we come out, stretch the palms out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let me make sure I have my connection here. I think I do. One more time. This time we inhale up. See if you can get that little bottom of the shoulder blade just to tuck in just a little bit, just to help you with some good postural alignment. Okay, let's open up to the side. Okay, remember we're going to do a little bit of the horse stance. So we just sit back a little bit and really feel your feet engaged into the floor, and your legs engaged into the floor. Get a sense that the outside of the leg is, it's energized. Right? It doesn't be tense. It just needs to be a little bit of energized to help you with that arch. And make sure all the balls of the toes are in contact. So the metatarsals, not the toes, but the ball of the toes. Right? Ready? So get that sense. Let's inhale. Let's rotate and exhale. And then when we turn to look, remember when we turn, pull the chin in a little bit. Okay, ready? Inhale. Exhale, turn, pull the chin in a little. So retract the chin, lift the head up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Back together. Okay, so let's work on the posture again. Inhale up. Exhale down. When we inhale, make sure your eyeballs follow the hand, but keep the chin down. So just stretching the eyeball muscles. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Let's exhale out. Let's work a little bit of the robot here. So it's just this. And you take the upper arm and try to see if you can just get just a little tuck to the back. And the bottom one, a little tuck to the back. And then reverse. So I just want to tuck a little bit to the back, okay? Try to keep your ribs in line, so we're not doing that. Just tuck a little bit to the back. Just feel that little bit of stretch in the shoulder blade and in the shoulder. Okay, so let's inhale. And now we'll turn with exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, good. Okay, we'll go ahead and give it a little bit of bounce to the body. Inhale up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. So we'll do a little bit of the wrist health, elbow, and arm health. So a lot of joints here in the arm, forearm, and the fingers. So we're just going to get those to strengthen those and move those. So let's have a nice firm grip. Come up, turn over, down. One more up, turn back, down. Fingers behind you. Really kind of see if you could reach back. Up, down, down. Okay, one more with the fist. I guess we'll do 3 rounds. Okay, so we're in the middle of round 2. Take your time, don't rush. Inhale up. And then the last time with the fingers behind. And we can shake it out. Okay. So let's do a little bit of our hip movement. So wider, it doesn't have to be super wide, right? So just about shoulder width, maybe slightly shorter. And just feel the hip joint. You can bend the knees, fold at the hip if you like. Just moving around into the hip. Feel the weight from foot to foot, how the weight changes from foot to foot. Let's go the other way. Keep breathing. Good, let's come on up. And we'll go ahead and do a little bit of hinge and hamstring stretch. Sorry. Okay, so let's inhale. Good breath. And then exhale and relax. Here at the bottom, you can take a deep breath. And you come up. Okay, so let's go back down. You can be there for 1 full breath. Use that to relax and deeper into the stretch. Come on up. You can push the heel to help you come up. So we're going to use the hip muscles to come up, not the back muscles. Use the hip muscles. Ready? So one more time. Okay. Hold the core. Hold your back. Okay, so it's a nice deep breath. And then think of your hip muscles and your leg muscles to push you out of that posture. Let's try the next side. So inhale, exhale, relax down. Deep breath into the stretch. Inhale up. And one more time. Well, 2 more times. I'm using this leg to help me up as I hinge out. I use my back leg to help me up. Ah, very good. Okay. And then go ahead and we'll rub our back here. Just invigorate the circulation. All right. If you swing, and we'll go ahead and start with some of our movements. Last week we went through some of the form. I hope it wasn't too confusing. I know it's really difficult when it's not in person. Okay. So let's start with, I usually start with something like the push or something like that, but let's just start with the white crane spreads wings, because that's kind of a compound movement or a complicated movement. So we're just going to just start with that. And we'll just start with the feet even, because this is a move you could just do anywhere. So hand here, about eyebrow height, one hand here, and then just down. And when it comes down, I just want you to feel how that weight of the arm sinks right into the body and down the legs. And when I want to pick the arm up, imagine you got to get your legs, your feet under the arm. It's like a weight. You want to come up with it and then down. Okay, just get that sense, using your body to lift your hand, using your feet and your legs. Okay. So let's get the other hand involved too. Okay, so 1 and 2. Feel your feet and a little bit of your hip. And if you notice that you can make this very circular. Okay. The top hand kind of goes straight down as the bottom hand comes around. Okay. And you can make it a very circular thing. Okay. So it's a little different movement. Now, as you do this move, notice what your body wants. Your body feels like it wants to twist and turn. So go ahead and explore how the body, as one hand comes down, this hand comes over. I'm going to kind of exaggerate a little bit. My body wants to do this. So get that sense of how your hips move and your legs and your knees have to fold. Okay, I'll give you a little side view. How my hips have to fold. And I'm rotating my hip because this movement makes me want to rotate my hip. So let's do it a few more times. We'll switch sides. And kind of get that pumping, a little bit pumping with the legs. Okay, let's see if we could do the other side. You might be better at the other side than I am, because I never do the other side. So let's start with one hand, right? Just start with one hand and feel how the legs follow the hand. The legs follow the hand down. The legs follow the hand up. Nice and relaxed. So I'm lifting my arm with my lower body. Get that sense of that. Okay. So let's try to get the other hand involved. Okay, so it just comes down, just comes around. And then we can come back up and get the legs. It's like the legs kind of go up, just pumping around. Nice and easy, palm up, palm across. See if you can get that feeling of the body twisting a little. Not a very intense twist, just a very subtle twist. Okay. So let's try a little bit of footwork with this. And we'll do some of the other moves too. So the traditional way is 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. The foot that's back, the hand of the foot that's back is the hand that's up. The foot that's forward, the hand that's associated with the foot that's forward is the hand that's down, okay? So you kind of have this kind of over you, it's kind of like starting to twist. And ready? So we can go 1 and 2. Okay, let's just start with that one. 1 and 2. One more, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Feel the load on the back leg. And now the back leg is carrying my weight. I'm going to step forward with the front leg and come forward. And when I come forward, both feet are flat on the ground. So make sure both feet are flat on the ground. Chin is in. The core is engaged. Okay, so I'm preventing this And I'm not doing that. And I want you to feel this move, feel this stability and the settledness of the posture. Pull the chin in. You tuck those shoulder blades, the bottom of the shoulder blades, you tuck them in a little bit. And feel the straightness of that move. So let's try it again. I'm going to go off a little angle. Maybe that's a better view for you guys. 1. Breathe, inhale. Step. One more time. Step back. 1. Okay, this leg is really carrying me now, okay? I'm driving, I'm turning my body, that little bit of twisting. Good. And let's just try the other side. And to do the other side, we're just going to do it like this. Okay. And 1 down, 1 across, step up. And this is our brush knee posture. Right. And feel that the stability of the move. I'm going to step back a little bit, so we'll do a series of these. Okay. So let's step up with the back foot. 1 hand up, down, loading into the back hip, into the back glute, stepping across into my brush knee. Okay. Then just step up, and then we just do the other side. Breathe. Breathe throughout. Okay, let's pivot this leg out a little bit so when we step up, it's a little bit more comfortable for our knee. Okay. Now the upper hand, make sure we don't stretch it out. Just let that arm rest. Let the arm rest on your shoulder. Let your shoulder rest on your body. So I don't want to hold my shoulder up. I'll let my shoulder rest. Okay. So let's try again. 1. And feel this kind of twisting. It's kind of like this twisting move. And I'll give you this view. Okay. So just doing the other side now. 1 down, 1 across. Okay. Then I step up. 1 down, 1 across, and then through. Okay, we'll do a series. 1 down, 1 across. Okay, step up. 1 down, 1 across. And you could play right now. It could play with, experiment with the type of twisting of the body. The only thing you need to be to watch is the supporting knee. So we don't want to twist the supporting knee. So I could come up. I could really twist the body if I want. Really kind of play around with how much you can move in the posture. Come on up. You can really play around with how you could move into the posture. Okay, good. Inhale. So that is the white crane spreads. That's technically white crane cools its wings. Okay. So let's work with that a little bit, what we just did, and then we'll see if we can add some to that. Okay. So let's just try. Okay. Right. So far from here, 1, 2. Pushing through. Let's practice stepping. Okay. 1, pushing through. 2, practice stepping. 1, supporting leg, work on your balance, one leg balance. 2. Now you run out of room and you guys are, I think, indoors. So let's just reverse the hands and we just go the other way. Take your time. Breathe. I still am in the camera. So let's pivot one more time. Go slow. Feel how you change that. Feel. Make sure you know your legs, your body feels supported before you transfer weight. And if you have the strength, see if you can pick your foot up off the ground and then lightly set the heel first and then the rest of the foot. Okay, let me show you how you just pivot everything around, turn the hands about. You can go the other way. Okay. Nice and easy. Sometimes there's tension in the shoulder when we go, so just see if you can let that tension drop. Right. So we feel the shoulder like almost the arm hangs off the shoulder. Okay. So I'll go the other way one more time so I can get back into the camera. All right. All right. So we can add it a little bit of wide crane spread swings, a little bit of the walking. Let's add the other thing I like us to work on is the needle at the bottom of the C, because it's really a very good, healthy, functional hip movement. All right. So let's put it all together a little bit. Let's go with the wide crane spreads and wings. Okay. 1. Into a brush knee. Let's push off, then settle back down. Okay, so lightly on the ball of the front foot. And then right here, and you can think of like cutting your hip back. So, and you don't have to go very deep and you don't have to go very far back. So I did my brush knee, I'm gonna pull my hip back, and that's just gonna be, here is good enough. Okay, and then pull your hip back a little bit more. So take the weight off this knee. You want to put the weight right in there and in the hamstring. Okay, you don't have to go very low. It depends on how much range of movement you have in your hip and your glute. Okay, so right now most of the strain is on my glute here, and the weight is on my heel. I'm going to drive off my heel to come up. I go 1. Okay, so let's settle down. Well, let's do a couple of those, and then we'll switch sides. Okay, so let's start with wide crane spread wings. I guess I'm giving you like the workout version of Tai Chi, right? 2. Step back. Draw this foot in a little bit, and then sit back with the butt. And then drive off the back heel. So I don't want my knee to go forward. I want to just kind of push off my heel and then come forward. Okay, so let's kind of come back. And let's do 2 more. So it'll be a round of 3. Now from here, instead of the traditional way, we're just going to go into a brush knee from here. So you can think of this as your wide crane, if you like. Okay, and we'll do another walk. So we're just kind of putting these things together. My is on this side. Now, one side might be better than the other. So just be gentle on yourself. Don't try to make the sides even, right? Just because you go low on one side and you can, and don't try to go as low on the other side if that's not available, if that range is not available to you. So let's one, and let's see what that is like. Okay, come on up, come out. Let's do it again. Okay, and just explore kind of like, how does this posture feel? Where, where do you feel instability or uncomfortableness? And then adjust, make it less intense. What I want you guys to avoid is this. Okay, I just want to work with this pure hip hinging movement. Good. All right, let's inhale. So let's put some movements together. Well, we'll do our other movements too. Let's put this sequence. Let's put a little sequence together. Just double check. Okay. So we know cloud hands. So let's do some cloud hands first. Okay. We're going to add cloud hands to this whole mix. Nice and relaxed. Now, I want you, when we do cloud hands, also what's the tendency to kind of feel like you have to fall forward? And I'm finding that tendency now because I have these Nikes on and they kind of have that raised heel. So it makes me want to go forward. So in Tai Chi, you're not really going forward. So you want to be upright. I should probably get some different shoes. Okay, so just some nice, easy cloud hands. Just gentle hip rotations. Okay. Feel how the weight shifts as you turn the hip. Okay. Notice how the hip and knee and leg kind of connect and how they work together. Okay. If there's any tension in the shoulder here, like you're trying to hold the arm up, let the arm just kind of relax. Let the shoulder relax now. So the arm's like hanging off the shoulder joint. Okay, so let's do a little bit of walking with this. So I'm going to walk one way. Okay. So this leg now is the supporting leg. So I want to again engage that hip and glute muscle. Keep breathing. Chin in. Then you can reverse. Notice the hand and body go together. So the hands don't go by themselves. Okay, so let's work with what we have been doing. Okay, ready? So let's do one more cloud hand. Okay, and then from here, we'll just step out to single whip. So one hand forms a little hook like you're picking something up. And the other hand this way. Okay, and then let the shoulders just relax into the body. Pull the chin in. Make sure the shoulder blades feel a little bit tucked in. So some of us have to work on it more, other people don't, right? I have to work on it more also, all the time. Okay, so from here, we'll just make this very simple. Just step back. So wide crane spread its wings. One. Push. Up. And we will do our little needle at the bottom of the C. Then fan through the back. Okay. And then we can come back here and we'll just do another one, another brush knee. And we'll do another brush knee. And we'll do a push, and I can do a needle bob here on the other side. Okay. Come up, fan through the back. And then I can just let it drop and do another brush knee. All right. I can come to the front and do my cross hands. And then the arms are here and they just relax, like they're just relaxing out of the shoulder. Pull the chin in. Tip of the shoulder blades, bottom of the shoulder blades, kind of tucking in a little bit. And then relax. Good. Okay. So let's do a little bit of the form, maybe more the traditional routine. I just wanted us to get through that a little bit. Okay. So let's just start with the traditional form. I will face away and you guys can follow. Okay. So now again, I might have you point the other way. This way I won't be running into the strawberry bed. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Make sure you can. It's hard to get the right angle. I guess I need a camera person or something. Okay, so we'll go ahead and I would try the traditional form a little bit. Okay. And we want you to be, again, just to remind you, left foot, right hand, left hand. Don't necessarily worry about that, but you know, as you follow me along, just do your best, but you know, just relax and have a good posture, right? That's something I constantly have to work on because you know, until it becomes a natural habit, or you know, if you sit a lot, it's just so easy just to slouch, right? It's so easy to. So just something that we always have, everybody, doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter. We always have to work on it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with some of the traditional form. Okay, ready? So pull the chin in, let the shoulders relax down. Okay. Spine is neutral, chest is neutral. My rib cage are in line with my body. My low back feels, you know, neutral and supported. I engage my core a little bit. I pull my chin in. So let's begin with the first move. It's just lift the hands. And remember, let the arms rest on the shoulders rest on the rib cage or the body, okay, on the hips. And feel the weight of the arms go down. Now you start feeling like you're engaging the legs and your hips and your gluteal muscles here. You lower the knees a little, you lower the hips a little bit, not the knees, and then look. Here, one. Look to the front. Okay. Wide crane spreads wings. Think of your feet maybe a little bit more today. Almost make your feet feel very supple and sensitive to the surface you're on. As you move back and forth. Single whip. Gather.
Oh, you went away.
Oh,
Now you're sideways.
hold on. Hold on. There's going to be a lot of editing in this. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, good.
Okay, let me get back to here. All right. All right. Hopefully that wasn't so bad. Okay. Here we go. I think there'll be 2 clips for this. Where are we? Okay. So we had single whip, open the hook. This is called lift the hands. And now we're going to go to our white crane spreads wings, which we practiced earlier in the session. Okay. So one down, one across, and down. So we do our brush knee. Okay. We're going to do the walking with the brush knee. Let's do our walking with the brush knee. Okay. Let's do a play guitar. It's called play guitar. And let's relax. One more brush knee. And then we'll work on the punch. Now notice I have one foot on the ground and one up. So I'm really thinking of that foot that's supporting me. I'm like making that foot supple, almost like a hand. I do my punch. Just try to keep this nice and slow and mellow. We do our cross hand. Okay. Okay. So now with the cross hand, I had been, okay. Let's just continue on with the traditional set. So let's do kind of almost another kind of grass bow tail. So I want you to kind of open the arms up, turn the body around, and we'll start walking backwards now. Relax the shoulders, pull the knee up, hinge the, just call it hip extension. So you hinge the leg back, set it down. And as you shift the body back, the hands exchange. Okay. And just hang out here just for a second, just to examine like what your posture is doing, where the strain is, where anything is uncomfortable. Is there tension in the shoulders? Just let that drop. Does the back knee hurt? Well, check that the knee and the foot are in line. And you don't want to put a lot of weight in the back, and you don't put a lot of weight in the front. It's almost like middle. It's slightly more, maybe more in the back. Okay. And then relax. Tai Chi is a lot like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You're always looking for the thing that's just right. Okay. Okay, double check the relaxation in the shoulder. We're going to do this little transition here to diagonal flight. Come back. Okay, this call, lift the hands. We drop. And now we're going to go into white crane spreads wings. 1, And we do our brush knee. We push off. All right. So here we are at our hip hinge, needle at the bottom of the C. Come up out of it. Let's go through. And then we'll turn. So let's turn all the way around. Just go turn and chop. So we have one fist and one hand. So I guess we'll go through more of the form today. We'll come back and we're going to do our punch. So remember the punch. So just start the punch again. Open the fist. Step up. And here is our grasp out tail sequence. Let's do our single whip. And then from here, we'll do cloud hands. And here we are. Let's just do cloud hands. Okay. So let's do from here, we'll do a single whip. So we'll do a single whip. Good. And we'll open the fist, we'll open the hook up. We'll just do the cross hand. So we'll finish, close the form here. Okay. And what I want to do is just kind of review some of the moves in there because some of those moves can be complicated. And I'll just remove, and I don't want people to feel frustrated if they're following along, they can't do the moves. So we'll take a couple of the moves and do them as like a smaller kind of exercise, or a smaller segment. So let's work on the from needle at the bottom of C, just that turn into the punch. So we had the white crane spread wings like we started. 1, 2. So our brush knee, and we worked on our little hinging of the hip. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, you kind of get to the, you don't go to the very end of your range, just go to somewhere where it's comfortable and then come on out of it. Okay, so the next move, think of you, I think all you guys remember the wave, so think of the wave and pivot. Then this hand, just bring it back here. So I'm going to do it from this way, so you can see this side. Come up and think of the wave. I pivot and I bring this hand to my hip, to my opposite hip. Okay. I'll do it from this angle and I'll do a couple angles. So you can just follow along with the different angles. You don't have to change that. I just want to give you a different view. Okay, so, and what I want to do is also stay grounded into the ground. So I don't want to, I'm not reaching up and reaching down. So I go 1, 2, and I just turn 3. Okay. Then I can just, then think of relax, 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 relax. It's kind of like I guess this is like cloud hands. Everything is like cloud hands in Tai Chi. You know, I should just give you a class in cloud hands. You're right. 1, 2, 1, and we can just do it as a little drill. 1 hand's a fist, 1 hand's an open. 2, 1, 2, 1. Now, I'm glad for some of you guys who want to do a little bit. This is the silk reeling. Here's my fist, and it turns, and this turns, and it turns, and I could do with my hip. Right. So I can go from here and go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right. 1. Actually, this is kind of a cool little drill. 2, 3, 4. What you want, and I never raise my shoulder like this. Right. So just think of like, so your shoulder, your arm rotates in the glenoid humeral joint. Right. So you don't need to raise it to do that. You can just rotate the arm in the joint. Okay. So you don't need to go up and go like that. Just rotate the arm in the joint. Okay. So 1, 2. And we can do 1, 2. 1, 2. So from high to low, and then feel all this exercise that's going on in the abdominal areas. It's this movement. Let's see if I can try the. Let's see if we can try the other side. All right. 1. So we can do both sides. 2. So 1, 2. So that's the form. The form is you punch the guy, you grab him, and then you do that to him. Okay, you guys don't have to do that, right? 1. So if you look at the Tai Chi form, the Tai Chi form it's just a structured way for you to work on these movements in the body. Okay. In Chinese health systems, they're really into like, making your organs move around and massaging them. So you can think of like all your internal organs being massaged. Okay. You can try the other way. The other way is easier for me because that's what I'm used to. But you can do both ways. Okay. All right. So that's kind of the movement. So let's put it back into the form and see how that goes. I think I'll face this way, then you can see the move. Okay. So I'm going to do wide crane spreads wings. Brush knee. Down. Our hip hinge. Needle at the bottom of the C. Fan through the back. And here's this move. We just did this move, this little practice move we just did. And here it is, right? And this time we're going to go through with the hand. Okay. And now we'll let's do that part again. 1, 2, relax. Near the bottom of the seat. So we're taking little vignettes out of the form and exploring them. Okay, so feel the circle. Okay. Then let's unwind the circle. And then there's this move. And we can just work with this move, this unwinding move. The way I'm constructing this today is like, you can make an exercise out of every little piece of every little posture to teach your body, teach your central nervous system how to move your joints. Okay, let's try it. Like crane stretch wing. And then notice the circularity. So this is like a little circle here, and then a little circle up. I'll go slow, I'll go slower. Okay, a little circle here. I'll go through, I wind through, and then I'm gonna unwind the other way. All right, so let's go with the step, So the step is a circle. And the punch is like a circle up. Okay. And then we open. And we can do this whole thing over again. We do it one more time over again, and I think it's, yeah, then it would be almost time. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do our punch, we'll push. We didn't do so much of the basic moves today. Okay, so let's do a single whip. Let's do some cloud hands. Now, I know some of you guys who know, like the sequence, the traditional sequence. I'm taking it, I'm kind of giving it a mismatch of it in a sense. For those of you who know the traditional sequence, you can now see how you can change the sequence, right? And how that you can just make almost any part of the sequence flow into another part. Okay. I can come back. My white crane spreads wings to my brush knee. To my needle bottom of C. Give you all the names. Okay, it's called fan through the back. One, and then here's our little circle here. And then I'm going to circle back. One, the punch is a circle. Okay. I open the fist and I repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Nice and easy. Now, if you get lost, for those who, if you're at home, you get lost with the hand moves, that's fine, just make something up. But just keep the shoulders down. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's do cloud hands. Chin in, head up. Ready? Single whip. Let's do traditional with the hands first. Relax the arm. Shoulder strike. White crane spreads wings. Brush the knee. Push off. And one. Okay. And then come on up. Two. Turn and chop. And here's our little circle again. And we'll go over these little to close. We'll just work on these couple of these circles. Okay. One. Two. Okay. We're going to open, step up to grass sparrow's tail. Press and push. Okay, so we'll close. Before we close, we'll do one qigong